Texas is underwater. Lightning flooding in Kerr County destroyed lives and fortunes. Camp Mystic, a girls' camp, flooded in just 45 minutes. Dozens of children are missing. Parents waiting in tears, rescuers working non-stop, the death toll rising. You should know this. Heavy rains hitting central Texas have caused catastrophic flooding. In Kerr County, water rose rapidly to critical levels. Flows swept down hills and turned roads into raging rivers that swept away cars, trees, and entire buildings. At least 24 people were killed. Huge areas were completely cut off from the outside world. Local authorities said there had not been a disaster of this magnitude in these parts in decades. The worst hit was Camp Mystic, a summer camp for girls. In 45 minutes, the water rose so high that all the buildings of the camp were flooded. The territory turned into a lake with a strong current. Children, educators, and staff were trapped. Hundreds of people were in the camp when the flooding started. Some managed to escape to higher ground. Others were swept away by the current. 23 girls are now missing. At least 13 have already been confirmed dead. Camp Mystic is a Christian camp for girls that has operated in Texas since the late 19th century. It is located in a picturesque valley near the Guadalupe River. It was this proximity to the water that turned deadly. When a heavy rainstorm hit the region, the torrent came down the mountains and flooded the entire area in a matter of minutes. The camp's buildings, including the dormitories and dining hall, were submerged up to the roof. Many children were asleep or inside. It all happened at night. The water came quickly, with no chance for mass evacuation.
There's a cat in there. There's a cat.
The flood destroyed bridges, destroyed roads, uprooted trees, and displaced parked cars by dozens of meters. Some residences were literally washed away by the flood. Power lines were damaged, part of the county was de-energized. Now the water is receding. Search and rescue teams are forced to comb through mud, debris, fallen trees. Problems are created by the eroded landscape. Equipment gets stuck. Some areas are accessible only by air.
There's people in it. Oh my God, there's so many people in it. Yeah,
Governor Greg Abbott signed an emergency declaration and sent every possible state resource to the scene. The National Guard, search crews, equipment, helicopters, and medical teams have all been thrown in to save lives. Federal agencies are involved, and local residents are participating in volunteer searches. This has become a common disaster that has united the state. Search and rescue operations continue uninterrupted. More than 230 people have been rescued, but dozens are still missing. Some bodies have been found several kilometers from the camp, carried downstream by the flood. Despite the harsh conditions, 2 girls were rescued. They were found in time thanks to a drone that detected movement among the debris. If you want to be aware of the tragedies happening right now, subscribe to our channel. And write in the comments, do you think this disaster could have been prevented? As usual in these situations, uncomfortable questions arise. Why was the warning not given in advance? Did the camp have warning systems in place? And how did it turn out that no evacuation was started within 45 minutes? So far, no one is answering these questions. The investigation will begin later. Right now, the priority is to save those who may still be alive. Social networks are overflowing with requests for prayers. Parents, relatives, and those who are not indifferent ask not to lose hope. Every life saved is a real miracle. And as long as someone remains on the missing list, people do not stop believing. Subscribe to the channel. We continue to follow tragedies around the world. Let such stories become as few as possible. Take care of your loved ones. See you in the next issue.
Yeah.